Smith and MacArthur make some time for Cowboy Boys.
A Four Loko also?
I didn't pregame with a Four Loko.
Yeah.
So now I'm just drinking normal.
I like that they show
seltzers.
you that they're trying to be like, this is the healthy one. It only has 110 calories.
Oh my God, 110 calories.
No sugar.
Oh shit.
Wow. No carbs, really?
I need those. You need carbs.
It's healthy beer.
No.
Or is it seltzer?
Empty calories are bad. You need some carbs and some proteins and stuff.
No, I know, but I'm saying like, but it's not the right ones. First of all, you're getting no protein from that.
I know.
It'd be so funny if it was they should make protein beer.
They make an alcoholic protein shake.
Do they really?
Yeah, it's like a pre-workout, post-workout. Like
It's so funny that it could. An alcoholic pre-workout is really funny. You're just like blackout drunk at the gym.
Absolutely.
You'll never feel any pain.
It makes you feel 1/10 of what a Down syndrome man feels like.
Yeah.
No inhibitions, the confidence. You're like, I
Yeah.
love being alive. Jesus Christ is king.
Yeah.
Welcome to Cowboy Boys
Welcome.
Podcast. With me is Mike Abrusci.
Wow.
I'm 2 alcoholic seltzers deep, and we also have a secret special guest.
We do have a secret special guest. Can you guess who it's gonna be?
Yeah, I mean, type in the comments right now.
Type in the comments right now. Timestamp it too.
Tweet at our official. Oh wait, Twitter's dead.
X lives.
X us on x.com.
X Sweet us.
Oh yeah, is x.com, is that cool because of straight edge?
No, it had to be 3 X's.
It has to
3
be
X's.
What is 2 X's?
2 X's is nothing. 2 X's is your eyeballs when I kill you.
All right. I don't like how straight edge people took 3 X's
Speak on it.
Like alcohol.
like alcohol, unless
Yeah.
that's
Poison?
intentional. They're like, you know what? We hate you so much, we're taking your logo. That's fun. That's a fun move.
I think more it's because it started in Washington D.C. and they took the Washington D.C. flag, which is the 2 vertical bars and the 3 stars, and they replaced it with X's.
I did not know that.
Yes, the Flex Your Head logo.
Oh my God, Diego Lopez.
Oh,
Diego Lopez
Diego
is
Lopez
here.
is here.
Can you scoot up an inch?
You don't want me touching your painting?
Yeah. Thank you. Look at that.
Welcome to Cowboy Boys Podcast.
Wow.
I've gotten so many messages this week being like,
Suck
is
my
Shayne coming back to the podcast?
He's dead.
Did he
No.
really quit?
I killed him.
And
I
yeah,
murdered him
sorry.
in D.C. It's a bad place to be.
They're like, are you exit scamming like Cowboy Boy coin? I'm like, I'm pumping
so-
Cowboy Boy coin right up to the
I'm
tippy
pumping
top.
something, baby.
Yeah.
But right before like, oh, sorry, it was worthless the whole time.
Ah, sucks to be you,
This is
loser.
we're in the Doge cast.
Yeah.
So, I did lie. Shayne, I said Shayne would be on the next episode.
Well, you thought he was going to be back.
I thought he would be alive.
So it's not a lie.
I thought it
you
would
were
come back.
misinformed.
Yeah, no, I killed him.
I
killed
thought he
him
would
this
be
weekend.
alive. But I promise you, I'm not exit scamming. I'm
Just hang on a little longer.
just one more month of Patreon. It's so funny watching the Patreons drop off a cliff. I'm like, yeah, I'm not. I see who and get good. I don't want you. I only want people who are here for me.
Mac supporters.
The Mac Arthurs.
Is it dropping off a cliff?
No, it
No.
is dipping.
Yeah.
But it's not like a. We'll see tomorrow.
Oh, yeah, the first.
But tomorrw is the 1st.
Ooh.
Subscribe to Cowboy Boys
Stay
or
on the
patreon.com.
We need it, especially Mac.
Especially me. Hey,
What?
Shayne's still renting the room. And half of that Patreon goes to his rent
Sure, I know that.
for the room he's not using.
No,
Why
but I'm
are-
saying we all have other jobs.
Not me.
Yeah, that's exactly my point.
Yeah.
You need it the most because you don't have another job.
I also live the most frugally.
That's not the point.
Yeah, but that's a real chicken or the egg situation. Do you live frugally because of the no job you have?
It is a chicken and the egg situation.
Yeah,
I do
both
live.
of them are delicious.
I love chicken basted in eggs. I don't know how you're getting your calories.
An egg wash chicken?
Yeah, it's chicken cutlet.
Do you ever, as you two are vegan,
Yeah,
What?
that's true.
how often are you tempted? This could be the Patreon if you want to get honest with it.
Is this not the Patreon?
It's either or.
I don't care either way. Just let me know.
Yeah, I don't care.
Make a decision now, though. Make a decision. Live with your decision.
Yeah.
You want to go to jail? You want to go to home?
Oh, it's a normal episode. Are you gonna be more honest?
Am I going to be more honest? That's going to be the same, but
Okay.
I might add the word cunt more often.
I'll bleep it.
Okay, I don't care.
Have you ever been tempted by
No, what do you mean tempted? Like there's
Have you
things
ever
that I
just-
see that I'm like,
have you
ah,
ever-
man, it looks delicious.
Have you ever just seen like a meatloaf and been like, oh, I want to fuck
A
that?
meat what?
Oh, no, a meatloaf.
No, I don't like meatloaf. I never liked meatloaf. It's white people food. I didn't like it.
You ever seen a taco? A single taco?
An al pastor.
Oh my god!
Meat's almost never. tempts
But like
me.
not even the smell.
No. I mean, but that's the thing. No, because the way I've been vegan for so long, the way I look at meat is the same way I look at dog food.
Oh,
Where I go like, that's food for somebody, but not me.
it kind of makes you a little nauseous, but
no,
not.
I just go like, that's not something that I eat.
It's not for me. It's
That's
like when
not-
he sees pussy.
It's not for me.
Yeah, dude. Yeah, because I'm not below a woman.
You're not below a woman.
No.
Never.
You below a guy.
Damn, 2 for 2.
That's good. That's good. I got to give it to you when it's good, man. I can't tell you when it's not. I lost that one. But yeah, no, I don't. I think of meat and stuff as dog food. Like somebody eats that, some creature eats that, not me.
If I gave you $5,000, would you eat a hamburger right now?
Yeah, absolutely.
yeah, absolutely.
Dude, that's what I like about you guys. You're honest.
Yeah, of course.
Yeah, I need $5,000 more than I need a hamburger.
I would
More than
love
I need not a hamburger.
I remember being in high school and my
Wait, would it be a bite of a hamburger or an entire hamburger?
the entire hamburger. Now that you asked,
Easy.
you could have gotten away with a bite.
Yeah, no,
but-
I just am like, I just want to know how sick I'm gonna be.
Oh, you
afterwards.
think it would make you sick?
I think it would make me a little sick. Yeah,
I think it would.
I think it would make me because your body forgets how to process stuff.
No,
like
that's
that.
real. Because I've started eating salads again, and for the first couple of days, I was really gassy.
Yeah, and then you break on through to the other side.
Exactly. It
That's
takes
what
like 2 days.
That's what that song is about.
What song?
The Doors.
the Blink-182 song. What do you think of my big salads I've been eating?
What do I think about them?
Yeah, have you seen them?
I'm glad. I'm happy you're eating
Kinda
some
seen 'em.
vegetables.
They're too big, right?
What do you mean too big? No, there's
It's
no
like
such
a
thing.
it's like a giant bowl.
Maybe split them in half. Eat two salads a day.
Then they won't fill me up. I love
You really like getting filled.
I love all my holes being
Yeah.
filled.
You kinda-
I
you-
like being airtight.
You kind of gangbang your food in a way.
yeah.
I love every
every-
orifice.
You're a slut for calories.
Yeah, you kind of orgy. You kind of food orgy. That's kind of your
I
style.
really am.
Yeah.
I'm a little
You're a little
sissy
slut.
girl.
You're a little
You do
slut.
mukbang bangs.
Yeah.
Mukbang, bang, bang. 3 holes.
What is a mukbang in like? What constitutes it?
So
like,
mukbangs-
between that and just like eating a bunch of food.
Did I hear record? Yeah. Mukbang it started in Korea,
Mm-hmm.
and basically it's you eating food on live,
And that's it.
and that's it.
Like it's not like eating,
on Twitch or
it's not like eating too much or eating
No.
until you're sick. The parameters are pretty loose.
No, it's not even that. It's a lot of fatso Americans
Yeah.
have bastardized it,
Okay.
and some like weirdo Korean people, but like also it is like just eating on camera,
Oh, okay.
kind of like a little bit of an ASMR quality. That's how it started, but everything that the internet touches has to make it sick and twisted.
Yeah, and you think the ASMR part is
It
twisted?
perverse.
Yeah.
It perverses it.
Yeah.
So yeah, mukbang is just eating food on camera.
Oh.
Originally.
Okay, I thought it was like a gorging
No, that's what Nikocado Avocado.
dude. There's almost no one on the internet who makes me more sick than him.
I can't wait for him to die.
Yeah.
It really am like, if I could like, I would get the Neuralink, the Elon Musk brain implant. If I could program it so when he comes up on a screen or something, it looks different to me.
Yeah,
you just don't even want to see him.
I don't want to see him. It makes me sick.
No, I think that's the point.
Yeah.
It's shocking.
Yeah, I don't like it. I don't think other people shouldn't be able to see it. That's why I'm saying like I don't want to like kill him and have everything he has wiped
I would do it.
from the. Yeah, I mean, yeah, I
You
wouldn't
want
mind
a
it.
personal little firewall for
Yeah.
your eyeballs.
Yes, exactly that. That's what I want, so I don't have to see him.
And you're gonna let Elon plug into your brain.
I'm saying that's how much I don't like seeing him.
where you're like, you know what? Take all my thoughts, sell them to China.
Yeah, I don't care.
Uh,
What value do my thoughts have?
They just hurt me. Or let me jack off.
Mm.
You can do it. You can.
He goes brain drain.
You don't look at anything.
I do. I'm saying but I can.
Oh yeah, anyone can if you get desperate enough.
I'm not bragging about it. You just fucking.
I thought you were going solo. Like, all right, time to jack off.
He free no, dude. He's the Alex Honnold to jack it off. He free solos.
Free
solo? I chalk up my fingers and I crank one out.
Dude, I would be scared for Alex Honnold jacking off.
He's gonna be careful with that thing.
Dude, he's got to be very careful.
Yeah.
I bet he can really finger a woman though.
Do you think he has to?
Hey, follow me on Twitter. I lost my Twitter account.
yeah. Fuck, I forgot about that.
Spell out your new Twitter since you got banned.
Nihilift N. Oh, damn, I can't spell it.
It's so funny you can't spell your own.
NIHILFT.
Nope.
NIHILIFT.
Yes.
You got banned from Twitter
I got
on
suspended
Elon Musk's Twitter.
Yep.
Because wait, who did you threaten to kill?
2 people. And
So-
2 of the most bitch-made fan bases is where he fucked up.
Yes. So there's a picture of Jordan Peterson doing Bill Maher's podcast.
Yeah.
And I quote tweeted that tweet with the picture of, the funny 4-barrel gun.
The Weezer.
The
The
Weez-
Weezer me.
Say goodnight,
4-barrel
Weezer.
gum. Yeah.
Yeah, I took that gun and said, worth taking out 2 innocent bystanders.
Yeah.
It's a
That's
very
really
good joke.
funny.
He didn't even threaten to kill anyone.
I didn't. I just said it'd be worth to take out 2. I thought I worded it very intelligently to not get in trouble.
But here's the problem. It's not how you say something. Because I could tweet at Joe Rogan and be like, I'm going to fucking kill you. Here's your address.
Yeah.
And whatever. And I know he's cool enough. He's like, whatever.
It's who you say it about.
But yeah, Jordan Peterson fans are all bitch made.
Bitch.
I remember making a fake Jordan Peterson video meme where I took his voice and was like, Cowboy boys, Cowboy. I don't know if I can do it. I got to do Kermit the Frog first. Kermit the Frog. Jordan Peterson's fan base is but anyways, his fan base is so bitch made. And then also Bill Maher, they're too stupid. They're not bitches.
Yeah.
They are dummies. So you angered 2 fan groups and they reported you, and then Twitter sucks now. That's why you made me buy Twitter Blue again. Just I'm like, I gotta say risky stuff, and I think that they won't ban me if I buy Twitter Blue.
I didn't make you buy Twitter Blue.
You made me. You forced my hand.
I didn't force your hand. I forced your hand the other night to jack me off. But this is different. I appreciate you going to bat for me.
You were using your imagination.
Let's use my imagination.
Thinking of a woman's hand. Look at feel my hands.
It's a hand, yeah.
Well, your hands are soft for
I
a
have soft
jiu-jitsu
hands.
guy.
Why? I just choke people. I
Let me
don't
feel your hands.
I don't do any metal work.
Yeah, that's a man's hands.
Thank you.
That's what a man's hands feel like.
I don't give a fuck. I'll beat his ass.
Why are your hands so soft for a jiu-jitsu man?
I lotion a lot. I don't know. I don't.
How do my hands feel?
Like a soft hand.
Do I have soft?
No. You lost all your working man tan.
No, when you're machining, you actually have very soft hands because you're the micro metals are cutting your hands open, and then also the oil. You're constantly oil.
Exfoliating.
Oh, interesting.
He's looping his fingers.
It's like how smoking Newports really lubes up your lungs because of all the fiberglass in there.
Yes.
Yeah.
So my hands are normal now, but when I was machining, I had the smoothest hands ever. It was
oil
crazy.
slick hands.
Yeah, I almost lost my fingerprints.
You almost Men in Black yourself.
That's sick. No, but if you know anybody on Twitter, please help me get my account back. I didn't miss it. I didn't give a shit really until last night during the fights.
When you were
like,
tweeting.
oh, I don't get to be part of the Twitter fight commenting.
yeah.
That's like the best part of Twitter, other than
Yeah, whatever.
threatening people's lives.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Dude, did I ever tell you? I've told you guys about my dad. When my dad started smoking Newports.
How are your dad's hands?
My dad's hands are rough.
He's got man hands?
Yeah, he works with his hands.
Right. And I'm not saying it's good to have either or. It's just interesting. It's
I
something.
think my dad's hands are kind of rough.
It's kind of interesting to be like, oh, what do your hands look like?
Yeah. My dad has really big fingers.
Meaty paws.
Yeah, he's like meaty paws because he fucking uses a big wrench he has a fucking big wrench on him,
Amen.
But my dad wanted to quit smoking, and he always smoked Cool brand cigarettes.
Camel Cool?
Cool,
No, Cool with the K.
Kool.
The real cool brand is Marlboro.
Yeah. But he smoked Cool's menthol for forever. For my
Where do you
entire
even
life.
find those?
The store.
Okay.
I think
They're
the store
very
has
popular.
them.
Our store. They're very popular.
Probably a store that's the convenience brand.
Yeah, probably a
style.
really convenient store. But he wanted to quit smoking Cools. He wanted to quit smoking. And his plan was he switched to Newports because Newports are harsher.
Yeah.
And he was like, that'll make me smoke less.
Yeah.
And then now my dad just smokes Newports. Like he never quit
Hilarious.
smoking. I think now my dad smokes cigarettes from the reservation. Like he buys them in bulk.
Sick.
Yeah.
No taxes?
No taxes.
King.
Yeah, he also buys weed on the reservation.
No taxes?
Legal weed. You can.
What do you mean legal?
Like before
It's
you
from
could.
the earth, baby.
No, well, it's like the same way. It's the same way that they let Native American tribes do gambling.
Until I'm elected president.
Yeah. I'm gonna.
That's enough of that shit.
Yeah, whites only gambling is what I'm doing. But no, it's like the same way that they let like Native Americans as kind of a penance for the horrific things that the American government has done to them. They let them run.
Funny,
they
like,
let them run
apology.
casinos in some states.
Yeah.
They let them. They
Shout
let
out
them.
to the Seminole Indians in Hollywood, Florida.
Yeah. They let them sell weed.
They do all kinds of illegal things, like selling jerky and fireworks.
I didn't let them sell weed.
Yeah, it's newish.
Oh, okay.
But they also would sell cigarettes for cheaper with no tax.
Yeah, I knew that.
So it's kind of in that same world where they would sell weed on the reservations. Now.
It's kind of like they're just like, wait a minute, we're our own sovereign nation. Why aren't we selling weed?
And they're like,
I
oh,
honestly
shit.
think, yeah.
We've been making so much money with all the gambling and jerky money.
I think
Jerky. And jerky. The jerky guy's like, and jerky? Don't forget about the jerky.
Dude, I buy jerky every time I go on a Native American reservation.
They make great jerky, I bet.
I love.
If it's one type of people that I have to respect their like skills at drying meat, it's got to be the Native Americans.
Dude, I dry my meat
Mongolia.
every night.
Hey, welcome to Cowboy Boys Podcast. How you
Try
doing?
it out. No lotion.
Real cocksmiths on the pod today, baby.
Yeah. Yeah. But it is the thing where the cigarette tribes and the gambling tribes do not overlap.
Oh, they're at war?
They're two. I just think they're two different tribes. Because the casino tribes are making too much money. They're making all their money in the casino. They don't have to. That's pennies to their dollar if they're selling cigs on the reservation.
What other illegal rackets could the Indians?
Do they do gambling?
What?
Do they do gambling?
They do gambling. I'm thinking.
Sorry, not gambling. Sports betting.
That's gambling.
That's gambling.
Yeah, but
technically.
Okay.
I'm thinking they should.
They should do more gambling, like schoolyard gambling. Like I bet you I could run to that wall faster than you can.
I bet you $1.
But yeah.
I bet you $1.
There's a guy there. There's a guy there who's really good at a lot of activities, and then go, I bet you I can do push-ups, 50 push-ups faster than you can, and you try, and you lose.
Bet you $1 I can get a bullseye with one of these 3 darts.
Yeah, that kind of all around overall skill. Stop pointing.
I bet you.
I'm talking overall skilled Native American guy. I think would be very fucking funny. You challenge him. He's on the top of a little hill, and he goes, "Come up here. If you can get up here, you can challenge me to anything, any of the games."
I bet you $5 Diego's next bit is not funny. That's a good risk for you.
All right.
$5. Your next bit, if it doesn't make both of us laugh.
Wait. No.
Whoa.
We already shook on it. You said it's not going to be funny.
Yeah.
And so I'm betting that it will be funny.
So we both have to laugh or not laugh.
Okay, but if one of us laughs, it's a stalemate.
Yes.
I don't want to pay the money.
That was funny. If Diego did that bit, I would have lost.
Yeah.
So do I want to be funny or unfunny? What is this?
Is that a bit?
No.
Okay. Damn, he almost got us.
Yeah, I know.
He said it wasn't a bit though.
Anytime you start laughing, I'm like, ha. You want to be funny because I want to win.
Don't be funny. I mean, I'll pay $5 to hear a good bit.
It's true. Hey. I would too.
I would pay.
And so would everyone who goes to patreon.com/a little time pod for 4 bonus episodes a month.
5.
No.
No?
If there's 5 Mondays in a month, we take one off.
You take a break.
Fuck you.
Yeah. No, fuck
We
you.
said 4,
I
we
said,
mean 4.
I said 4 bonus episodes a month.
We're not like the Native Americans. We mean what we say.
Damn, you got me.
Yes!
You just got $5. You almost did it. That was like a barely.
It is barely, but it's there.
$5 for Mike. Hey, brother, thank you.
No problem. When I used in South Florida, there's Seminole Indians everywhere, and there's a big giant parking lot, and in that parking lot is a little like a trailer, and it's a snowball stand, Baltimore style snowball, which is like a snow cone, but it's really softly packed snow.
Yeah.
So it's really like delicate.
More like a shaved ice.
Yeah, even soft. Like I don't know how. That's a specific machine. I just looked at it.
Yeah.
You know, the Eskimos have like 30 different words for shaved ice.
It's really good. And they're delicious.
That's a really.
Really, if you're in Florida, go see the Snowball Man. It's delicious, but it's on. It's basically next to the casino, but in between the Snowball Stand and the casino is a paintball,
Hell yeah.
like a paintball course. It's really fun, and there's a trailer that sells cigarettes, and it's like a really funny, like kind of like.
Do they
weird-
run all of them?
No, they only run the cigarettes and the paintball
What is it,
They don't run the casino.
in the casino. Sorry,
dude? What is it about First Nation, Native Americans that every business they're in is just fun? It's pure.
they like fun.
It's pure, unadulterated.
Yeah.
When you've been beaten down and decimated as a culture for so long,
Yeah.
you have to find joy
Why
somewhere.
are Jews so funny?
I don't agree.
I
I don't know.
That'd be cool if we gave
It's
Jews-
too risky to say. In this kind of cancel culture,
I've been saying this. Jews used to be on top.
They used to be really funny.
They used to be really funny.
Now they're too
They've
serious.
I feel like black people are the funniest people now.
Black people are the funniest.
Black people
Jews.
have usurped Jews.
They were really funny. Now they're all busy kicking Palestine people out of their own houses.
It's
Yeah.
not funny.
they're too busy looking for the best rock to throw.
Damn, Jews. Come on. Be funny again.
Could be funny again.
Let's do jokes. Make jokes legal again.
Hey, Mel Brooks. All the Jews need to go back up to the Catskills.
Yeah.
What?
What was that?
What was what?
You got a bag of chips back here somewhere?
No,
know.
there's Velcro on the chair
Oh.
holding the pad on.
That's fun.
What if we gave Jews their own land to do nefarious
What?
illegal activities on? How would that play out?
Mm.
Like we did with the Indians.
Like we do with the Native Americans.
You're not supposed to say Native Americans.
Okay.
They prefer Indians. Woke people prefer.
Do they prefer? They
Yeah,
prefer
yeah.
Indians?
If you talk to Indians, they like just call me Indians. I don't care. Woke people like you to say First Nation.
Uh-huh.
Because First Nation feels like Canadian to me.
Sure.
They have a different term up there. It's 100 different terms.
Yeah.
So
Here's the thing.
you're gonna be wrong.
I
either
don't
way.
mention them
I like Native Americans.
It makes sense,
I like that one.
because it's almost respectful.
but I don't trust them because they're like, we were here first, and I'm like, yeah, that's what you say.
Yeah, exactly. There's some other here.
Who did you get
Who'd
rid
you
of
kill off?
Exactly.
to become you?
yeah.
And you know who it was? Obviously, we all know it. Say it with me.
Chinese.
1, 2, 3, the Italians. Christopher Columbus.
You're not Indian? Nah,
You're Indian. Here's what's even funnier to me. It's insane to me that we celebrate Columbus Day.
I do.
In yeah.
In this house.
It's but it's crazy that we celebrate Columbus Day in America. That motherfucker didn't even land in America.
Never
he landed
stepped
in the Dominican Republic.
With as many Dominicans there are in New York, that's officially America.
but that's only within the last 30 years.
Yeah, man.
Or whatever, 50 years.
I personally consider Canada and Mexico and all of South America, they pretend they're their own countries.
Wait, you just think they're annexed America?
I feel like we're holding them in reserves because we're not letting communism. The CIA does not let communism take too much hold down there.
Yeah.
So I feel like America's just
But they also kind of let the cartels get freaky with it.
Oh yeah, I bet the CIA lets the cartels run drugs. They're like, yeah, do whatever you want.
And they're running people's heads off their shoulders too. So that's the thing.
As long as it doesn't affect the bottom dollar.
Yeah. That's the real reason they don't want us to do fentanyl. Because they can't make money on it like they can running. No, all the fentanyl comes from Mexico too, actually. I found that out.
I thought it comes from China.
Listen, everything comes from China.
Either way, cops should keep touching it.
Yeah.
That's the funniest
That's
thing.
it's so funny when they're like, I touch
It's in the
fentanyl with
room.
gloves on.
But
They got fucking
look,
possessed.
I wish cops would just be honest. They're like, I thought it was cocaine. I thought it was cocaine, and I got.
I got a little bump.
I can't. That's the thing.
all of a sudden I'm not allowed to do the drugs I find.
I
can't skim
Why
off
did I
the
take this fucking job in the first
well,
place?
that's the thing. The cop is like, you know what? I found an ounce. Maybe it's half an ounce,
Yeah,
Yeah.
what's the difference?
and
Who
so
am I hurting?
it's a win-win. I'm reducing your charges
Yeah.
by taking half the. Crooked cops are doing a service.
If they were less, see, there's if they did that, where they're like, look, I'm going to take a little bit for myself, I'm going to reduce the charges, but they don't reduce the charges.
They don't.
And that's when they get greedy.
But dude, you know how hard it is to be a cop now? Because you first.
Oh my
you
God, I
can't
couldn't
even
even
do.
imagine.
First of all, you
Started.
can't even do the drugs you find on the ground anymore.
Because it might be laced with fentanyl.
There might be less fentanyl. Now you're not allowed to hit poor people with a stick anymore.
Oh,
I think you're still allowed to.
Because it's always going to be on camera, and you're going to have to. And then you're going to. Oh my God! Then I have to go on paid vacation for a month and a half. Because I have to go on violence-based vacation.
Do you think if you were a cop, how
Yes.
crooked do you think you would be?
How crooked would I be? I would be the most upstanding police officer there's ever been.
No, you wouldn't.
I'm the most.
You would be Chris Dorner?
I would be even better than Chris Dorner.
You'd kill more?
I'd kill myself only.
You'd suicide by cop as a
I'd
cop?
suicide my cop. Yeah.
That's cool.
How crooked do you think you would be?
I would be.
I'd be Ethan Hawke in Training Day.
Oh, okay.
I would be-
That's like Christopher Dorner.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I was gonna say I'd be like Russell Crowe in the
The
Denzel
Patriot?
Washington movie
What Denzel Washington movie?
when he's the drug dealer. What the fuck is that called? I just watched it
Training
again.
Day?
No, a different one. It's a different one. Oddly
Denzel
enough.
plays a crooked cop?
Yeah.
Whoa.
No. He plays a gangster in this one.
Oh,
American Gangster.
American Gangster. Yeah.
And Russell Crowe, he and his partner.
We should watch that.
I'll watch it again. I
Did
watch
you do Movie Pass Corner about the movie we just saw?
What did we saw? No. Did we
Okay,
see it?
we'll talk about it.
We'll talk about it. Yeah,
After
yeah.
finish
Oh,
your
that's
point.
great. Yeah, we'll talk about it. Yeah, get a couple more in you. We'll talk about
Awesome. I can't wait to be left out.
it. No.
You've seen it. You love it.
Is it Willy Wonka?
No.
We'll get to it. So anyways.
What do you mean? First of all, don't say it like that because he said I've seen it and I love it,
Yeah, we wouldn't watch
And-
it without you.
and that's a great point. And that's a great point.
Diego said you liked it, but the listeners want to finish Diego's point.
We'll find out. What am I
So
talking?
mad.
Oh, so in American Gangster, Denzel Washington plays this guy who was the head of the Bronx's drug world,
He's the gangster manager.
but he plays his lackey,
Okay.
and that guy teaches him everything though, and he just listens and does everything he says. That guy, the main guy, Bumpy Johnson, he dies.
Oh, dude, I haven't watched it.
You're gonna know. Do you want me to tell you? You asked me about this movie. What do you want me to do?
Don't spoil it, but tell me about it.
He plays a gangster.
Is it good?
It's really good.
We'll watch it.
It's really good.
But just tell him the Russell Crowe thing.
And
Yeah.
Russell Crowe is a cop.
I love Russell Crowe.
And,
Top 10 actors ever.
Yeah, he's so good.
Just a dude.
Him and his partner stumble upon something of value, and they turn it in instead of keeping it, which they're supposed
Bad
to do.
move.
Which they're supposed to do.
Supposed
And
to
he's
keep
like, "Hey,
it.
the cops aren't. The rest of us, they're not going to trust us." He goes, "I don't care. I'm doing the right thing." And all the rest of the cops are like, "Yeah, fuck you. You're going to get killed now because of that." It's a fucking great movie.
We'll watch it.
Denzel Washington is unbelievable in it.
Denzel's great in every movie.
He's the greatest living actor, not other than Daniel Day-Lewis.
I would say other than Eddie Murphy and Steve Martin.
Other than Eddie Murphy, Steve
In
Martin.
Bowfinger.
Oh, okay.
Have you seen
Wait,
Bowfinger?
wait 1 second. Before we get, hey, did you guys see the Guillermo del Toro tweet about Russell Crowe?
No.
Yes.
So there's this picture.
Oh, yes.
That picture of Russell Crowe
Yes.
where he looks like fucking Marlon Brando. And then Guillermo del Toro saying, "Life has rewarded me with a simple joy. If I wait long enough, Russell Crowe and I will look alike." What a fucking perfect.
It's a great tweet
Dude,
for
a really perfect
fat
tweet.
director.
Yeah.
I think I love every actor who got to have his role where he has a six pack on screen and
Yeah.
then just gets to be a fat old man.
Yeah.
That's the arc
Yeah.
in life. Every man should have a six pack once.
No, I'm not gonna get there.
No, you'll get there. You're
I'm
on
gonna
your
get
way.
there. I'm not gonna get there.
I think
man.
you could do it.
I think this is what my body's gonna look like forever.
I think you're halfway to a six pack.
I got a 3-pack.
Yeah, you're kind of there. Do you think Mike could get a six pack?
No.
You don't think?
Well, now I have to. And I even fucking bet you with $5 with him before.
And you don't think I know how to motivate you?
Yeah, fucking took you long enough.
Do you have a six pack?
Yeah, I have a six pack.
I don't know. It's
I'm gonna get a 7-pack just to spite you.
yeah. I think you could do it. I think it'd be impossible, but I think you could do it.
But I think anything is possible.
Me and Diego, Movie
Yeah.
Pass Corner, a bit stolen from a Little Time podcast.
Yeah.
Go to patreon.com/a-little-time to
We had
get
a great night.
Movie pass corner.
'Cause here's
I
the
thought it
thing.
was so funny when you guys both posted the title screen of Bowfinger
Yeah,
on your
we
Instagram
thought that was very
stories.
funny, too.
I was sitting in the hotel room being like, "Damn, I want to be posting that too." I'm too busy in Washington D.C. living my dream,
doing stand up with
Doing-
Shayne Smith, who's dead.
doing stand up. Got a hotel room to myself.
It'd be really funny if you were able to find Bowfinger on the TV there.
Dude. Dude, this TV at the hotel was so fucked. Instead of it having all the channels being like 1, 2, it was like 29.6, 29. It was like, oh yeah. Food Network's 29.3, but MTV's 29.6.
Why is the TV doing radio?
And it was like, it was so bad where it was somehow it was like choppy and slow on some channels, where it's like.
You know what a lot of dudes do? They just bring their like PlayStation 5 with them to hook it into the hotel TV because the hotel TV sucks so much.
Yeah, I need to start doing that so I can watch YouTube on every TV.
I've seen the one thing where it's like a big metal briefcase and they open it and that's the PlayStation with a screen and they just play.
So
Oh, I should
That's
bring like a little.
crazy.
I should get the Roku stick and just start plugging that into hotel TVs.
there you go.
Oh, sick.
But anyways, I watched Bowfinger with Diego.
Oh, fucking genius, dude.
Yeah.
Yeah, Mac and I watched Bowfinger.
I brought it
Yeah.
up. I brought up Bowfinger for some reason. I think I saw like a clip of Eddie Murphy as like an angel, which is from a different movie.
Yeah.
I don't know what movie that is, but it reminded me
Every
that
movie he's in.
what
Every movie he's in.
is he's an angel?
Yeah.
He's a beautiful angel.
Yeah.
But
gift
I was
of God.
like, I haven't seen Bowfinger since I was like 10 years old. 1999. Yeah, I would have been 10 years old. And I'm like, I remember one scene
Yes.
from Bowfinger. It's stuck in my brain, and is that guy Hispanic or Indian?
I
or-
think he's like a type of like some kind of Indian.
He's some kind of
Moroccan
whatever.
or some shit.
he's some kind of fucked
kind
up
of fucking
mutt.
guy.
He's just like me.
Some kind of guy who drinks tea out of a little glass cup. You know what
No
the fuck I mean?
handle.
Some
Yeah.
Rough ass fingertips, grabbing a hot
Some
cup.
curvy sword culture. I don't know.
Some fat, swarthy spick who wants nothing more to fuck Heather Graham. Oh my god, she's so hot in that movie. Unbelievably hot.
Unbelievably.
When was the last time you watched Bowfinger?
Long time ago. Do you think Heather Graham hotter in Bowfinger or Boogie Nights?
Trick question. She's hotter than Austin Powers.
Do you think so?
But-
Ooh.
Yeah.
I think she's hottest in Hard 8,
Ooh.
the first Paul Thomas Anderson
Yeah,
movie.
Heart 8 rocks.
Who's the lady in Arrested Development that always shows her tits? That's not Heather Graham.
I don't know. I don't remember. I don't know who shows her tits in
She's
this.
the
one
secretary.
The one with the glasses.
Who shows her tits?
But that she stole her whole bit from Heather Graham in Bowfinger. Anyways,
Yeah.
Bowfinger, I remember one scene as a child, as a 10-year-old child, is the swarthy Arabian Mexican guy.
Yeah.
He's dressed up as a cop, and I just want to. He has a scene where he's like, "Oh no, I shouldn't have had unprotected sex with that alien," and then his face starts melting, and that like it imprinted on me as a child.
Yeah.
And I remember, so my dad is a weirdo because
Yeah.
he's autistic, but before they could like diagnose autism, so he's just a normal guy who has a job.
He's just a weird guy.
So he's always like, I remember watching. I get my like movie tastes from my dad directly.
Yeah, it's hereditary.
It's because I was like, I'd be 10. I remember the first like pair of tits I ever saw was he was watching Starship Troopers,
Yeah.
and we both skipped out on church, and he was like, he skipped out on church to watch Starship Troopers,
Dizzy.
and yeah, it was the shower scene where I'm like,
One of the sexiest scenes
I'm
in
like,
all
am I
cinema.
supposed to be watching this? And he's like, this is a cool ass movie. But my dad, this is how cool great his movie taste is. His favorite movies are like Romeo and Juliet with Leonardo
The Baz
DiCaprio.
Luhrmann, Romeo plus Juliet.
Romeo plus Jeremy.
Romeo plus Juliet.
Equals hard on.
Yeah.
I remember watching let's see, City of Lost Children.
I don't even know what that is.
That's you know the guy who did Delicatessen and all the like that weird French director.
yeah.
That guy, like my dad was into like weird sci-fi and weird French movies and
Yeah.
like Shakespeare. He has
so
great
funny.
movie taste. Terry Gilliam, all those. So
Your dad's name is Terry Gilliam?
no, yeah, my dad is Terry Gilliam.
Yeah. Weird. We should have a way nicer apartment.
But I remember being a 10-year-old and I was watching Bowfinger with my dad.
Yeah.
And that's the only scene that I remember.
And you're sitting there like, this is a fun takedown of Hollywood.
yeah, I didn't.
This is an
appreciate-
interesting way to take them down, the Hollywood elite.
I didn't appreciate it then, but I remember that scene. And so that scene and seeing Eddie Murphy, I turned to Diego. I'm like, we should watch Bowfinger because Diego's always fiending to watch a movie with us.
He loves it.
I love it.
You love watching movies. And so I'm like, we should watch Bowfinger. And I just said that like haphazardly. And Diego's like, yes, let's watch it right now.
That's what I sound like.
So I procured it from a dark web website, Bowfinger, because you can't find it anywhere.
Bowfinger.com.
It's bowfinger.com. It's free.
Yeah, you
they
can
want you to
just
watch it.
They're like, please.
Steve Barnes like, go ahead. I'd worked hard on it. Dude.
What's your rating for it?
4, I think?
4 out of 10?
No, 5 out of 5.
Oh, okay.
I'm doing
Letterboxd
scoring.
Letterboxd.
What did I give it? I love Bowfinger so much.
I
I didn't know
haven't
you
seen
loved it that much.
It's a movie that I remember watching as like a teenager and thinking it was hilarious. and being like, and my friends didn't know. No one liked it.
Yeah,
And being like, am I wrong here?
that's my whole life.
Yeah, am I crazy? And then like,
To be fair, a lot of the time you are wrong.
No, I've never been wrong about my movie taste. Speed Racer.
I'd like to hear about fucking Speed Racer.
You haven't watched it,
I'm never gonna watch it.
and that's okay.
I at least tried to watch it. It sucks.
You're not ready for it.
I think I'm ready for
I
it.
don't think you're ready. For
I think I'm ready for you to reference literally any other movie in the house.
Diego tried to watch it, but he was in a bad mood that day. I remember he's like, "Oh, he's gonna hate it," and then you did, and I'm like, "Yeah, you're not in the right mood. I'm gonna dose you both with mushrooms."
And then make me watch Speed Racer.
But anyways, that's beside the point.
It's beside the Bowfinger point.
I'm gonna get Wachowski'd if I watch that.
You might, which maybe you could live your true self.
Maybe we'd be very happy. He's being so rude to everyone.
That's never gonna happen. If anything, I'm only gonna get worse.
Yeah.
Bowfinger, I give it an 8 out of maybe an almost
8 out of 5,
8 out of 10, 8 out of
so
5.
fucking funny.
It's so funny.
Yeah.
But what's funny about Bowfinger is the main movie isn't funny.
Uh-huh.
The main plot is kind of like, all right, but there's like all these subtle jokes.
Yeah.
There's subtle jokes that Steve Martin, because Steve Martin wrote it.
Yeah.
I didn't even realize he wrote it. That are unbelievable.
Yeah.
Just these little throwaway, passing by like jokes
Mhm.
that if you're not a funny person,
You don't get it. Yeah.
you won't laugh at it. Because I saw other people reviewing it. They're like, it drags at moments, and it's like,
Fuck up.
it's It's funny to like have a main movie. Like kind of be like whatever, but the little filler parts are so funny.
The thing when he pulls out the money, he's like, I've been saving $1 for every week of my life. And he's like, I have $2,300. And Jamie Gaines like, movies cost millions of dollars. He goes, yeah, that's after gross financial negligence percentages. But cash, every movie costs $2,000.
Eddie Murphy,
Unbelievable. It's his greatest performance.
two of his greatest performances.
He
plays. I don't know why Eddie Murphy has to play two guys.
He loves it. He wants extra two
He gets
paychecks.
paid, dude. Two of Eddie Murphy's greatest performances.
Absolutely.
I don't want to spoil it.
I don't want to spoil it either, but I love talking about
You
it.
talk about the clumps?
No.
I haven't seen.
We're talking about Bowfinger.
What are the clumps? Is that Blubber? Or no, that's the Nutty Professor.
Not even Flubber.
Yeah, but the clumps is the sequel where he plays like 9 people in the movie.
I haven't seen the clumps. Is
Yeah,
the clumps
you know.
good? Is the clumps as good as Bowfinger?
I'll
Anyways.
say this: no.
I like when he's having there's a store he's buying clothes at, Eddie Murphy.
Yeah,
my
And
God.
he's sitting on a couch.
in character or as Eddie Murphy.
No, the character is Kit Ramsey.
Yeah.
And he's like-
So it's not Eddie Murphy.
It's not Eddie Murphy. Kit
Right.
Ramsey is the number
Yeah.
one star in Hollywood.
Okay.
Eddie Murphy's playing himself, but as an action star, basically.
Okay.
Oh,
And he's sitting there in a clothing store. And he's on the couch, and there's a black guy in really nice clothing walking towards him, and he's like, "Yeah, I like that. I'd look good in that. Do the thing." And the guy puts on a paper face that is Eddie Murphy. And he's like,
Oh, spoiler! Don't spoil
"It's
the
like
joke.
I have to tell you something of the fucking movie."
Yeah.
And he goes, "Yeah, I'll take that." And
Yeah.
the guy, yeah, that's the funny part. Yeah, it's really good.
yeah,
That's
that's
a fucking funny.
I give it 2 thumbs up. Anyway, everyone should go watch Bowfinger.
Watch Bowfinger. I'm telling you, it's
and
funny.
to put my tinfoil hat on, I do think a lot of people have said Bowfinger stinks. A lot of people have. I remember like distinctly being like Bowfinger's bad because Bowfinger takes a lot of hits at Scientology and
Yeah.
the Hollywood. It like makes
Hollywood elites.
It makes fun of actors. It makes fun of the executives.
makes fun of every person that works in a movie.
It makes fun of it. It just makes fun of every last movie
Not
person.
the gaffer.
Dude, it
Well,
gets, it gets
the
gaffers.
Mexicans,
Not the best boy.
dude. So they need to fill out the crew. It's like best boy and all that stuff.
Yeah.
and they go
Not
to
the best boy grip.
They go
No,
to
don't spoil that joke.
Oh,
That's the best joke in the
I
movie.
know it's so good.
The Mexicans are my favorite part.
Yeah, the Mexicans are my
So-
favorite part of the
Are they
movie.
like the little aliens in Men in Black?
Dude,
No.
exactly.
Yeah. Are they like kind of like that? In that they're the best part of the movie?
No.
Anyways, Bowfinger,
Yeah.
10 out of 10. The more I think about it,
Bowfinger
it's so
rocks.
funny. I was laughing from the beginning to the end.
We were giggling so much.
The aliens in Men in Black is what my ideal woman looks like. The coffee aliens.
Yeah, that's really.
I'm not even kidding. So I follow a lot of. I'm a simp for a lot of women who look like that. And whenever when they piss off incels online, I'm not joking. The women I follow, I've seen people use that insult. They're like, "You're built like this,"
Yeah.
and they'll post the picture of the coffee aliens from Men in Black. Organically.
Jay.
Yeah, and it's funny. I'm like, oh, I follow women who get insulted with this one insult that I keep seeing this insult.
So you have a type.
And that's my type, is if you're on Twitter and you piss off enough incel men to where they're like, you know what you look like?
Yeah.
And they're spot on. The incels are spot on, and I'm like, hey, I want to marry you. You look like an alien.
I love it.
If you
It's
look like
great.
the coffee aliens from Men in Black, DM me.
Yeah.
Right now.
DM him.
Sorry to exclude you from the Bowfinger talk.
That's fine. Hey, listen. I'm glad you guys had a
Bowfinger.
good time.
I eBayed. I looked on eBay to see if they made any
Bowfinger merch.
Chubby Rain.
Yeah, Chubby Rain.
Chubby Rain is the
Cast.
fake movie.
Yeah.
It's a fake movie they're making, or Bowfinger. Anything from Bowfinger. There's nothing. Zero Bowfinger
We
merch.
start printing
my
bootleg
God.
Bowfinger shirts.
Yeah, we do what that guy does the end after that, but for movies that
yeah.
really suck and nobody likes.
I bet you guys can make a pretty penny on some Bowfinger merch.
We might. Do you think Steve Martin would be pissed?
Oh,
I don't think he'd hear about it.
You got his number?
No, keep
I think
tweeting
if
at him.
anything I ever did, Steve Martin knew about, I'd be happy. If he sent me a cease and desist, I'd be like, "Thank you, sir. Can you sign it?"
I would love to get a cease and desist. That means you're doing something. If you're
Means
getting
you're doing something, absolutely.
if you're getting a cease and desist, that means you're doing something and people are noticing.
You're
Yeah.
rocking the boat, and that's good.
It is. Not enough people rock the boat.
I don't. I'll tell you that.
No, because you're skinny now.
Mm-hmm.
You couldn't rock the boat if you tried. Dude, I rock
really
the boat
couldn't.
by stepping on the boat.
Yeah.
Rock the middle.
You don't think Mike could get abs?
Yes, I don't.
I think if he keeps doing what he's doing,
I know. I think
now,
I have to. I think I've really plateaued, and I now
Oh.
have to really do something
you
different.
have to work.
you do a lot more strength training.
Yeah, I think. Well, because we went to a Gold's Gym this weekend in DC, and I'm like, oh, I had a lot of fun on the machines there. Then
District
I'm
of
like-
Columbia.
District of Columbia, and I'm like, I'm gonna have to join like a gym. But I did a bunch of because they have. I don't know. I can't do hanging crunches here. The door frame is just not tall enough.
What about my door frame with the rock climbing wall?
Harder to hold on though.
Harder to hold on to. But I did it on one of the
Power racks.
power rack with the elbow holders.
Yes, like the elbow sleeve I was telling you
How
about.
long
Yeah.
have you had abs?
How long have I had abs?
Yeah. Were you a child with abs?
Kind of. Yeah, and I lost them as a.
Yeah.
You lost them.
Yeah, I got a
How
little
did that feel?
devastating.
Really? You were a child with abs, and then what age did you lose your abs?
There was like a 6-month period where between hockey and biking, I wasn't doing anything. And I remember my boss poked my stomach. He goes, "What's up with this?" And I was like, "Oh, I didn't notice."
That was like a formative memory.
Yeah. Oh,
Or
yeah,
like
yeah.
a core memory.
Oh, yeah, absolutely. I was like, "No."
This is the first time in my life where my pants sit where they're supposed to.
Yeah, it's fun.
What is that supposed to mean?
Like they're not under.
I have no concept of where pants are supposed to
Because there's so I always have
There's
had
my gut, and then where my gut folds over, and that's where my pants.
exactly.
sit.
So now it goes up. They're supposed to sit like right underneath your belly button.
I mean, like old style is like over your belly button.
Yeah. Yeah. But I'm
You
saying.
see how I added a word in front of it?
Yeah, it's the old style.
Old style is
I don't know. Where do you wear your pants, you fucking skinny bitch?
on my waist.
Where is your waist though,
Right below your belly button.
dude?
Your true waist.
I think why don't you wear some low rise jeans?
Yeah.
Show a little more
Really
pubes.
show-
I wish you kind of had like a thong peeking out
Yeah, yeah,
situation.
the whale's tail- a male whale tail?
Yeah. The male
We're
tail.
wearing a jock.
Male
Male tail.
The male tail. I think that'd be fun.
That people love it.
Yeah. I don't know where my pants go anymore. Sometimes I really yank them up too high and then I notice it and I'm like, damn, this
Up my ass.
is really up my ass.
So you're hitting the gym more?
Should you hit the gym more?
No, you're hitting it.
I'm not. I don't go to the gym in general. I work out here and I ride my bike a lot. But I think with the way that I felt after using the machines at the gym, I was like, I would like to do this more. Because it was fun to have all the very the variety in the gym, and it was fun, and I felt like I was able to move more weight.
So
Sure.
every time you are getting a pump, you're coming.
Exactly.
Because now you're coming at home and you're coming in the gym.
Yes, exactly.
It's a win-win, folks.
I was thinking about this. I'm thinking about that quote recently, where
Arnold
like
Schwarzenegger talking about coming at the gym.
Arnold Schwarzenegger like talking about
For
coming
anyone
to
who
the
hasn't
gym.
seen it, Google Arnold Schwarzenegger coming.
Just watch
But,
Pumping Iron if you haven't
But
seen
like
it.
how far like kind of like masculinity
Bowfinger.
gym stuff has come and how it not it's funny to say the word come there, but like how far it is
is
evolved and how aggressive it is now. That now the guy, all like a lot of like the alpha workout, wake up at 3 a.m. guys. They make former Republican governor and guy who said working out is like coming to him. They make him look progressive. Like he's like a progressive guy in that world now because he thinks like gay people are okay and he thinks like he isn't. I don't know. He's not talking about waking up at 3 a.m. and carrying the boats and stuff like that.
Yeah,
I see kind of what you're saying. I do hate how politicized
like fitness is now.
Fitness kind of is.
Yeah,
and we've talked about it before where it is like it is kind of it leans a little right.
Yes, absolutely.
Yeah, being in shape leans right.
Which is weird because it's like, no, you should be in shape to defend weak people.
Absolutely.
You should be in shape to kill bad people.
I saw a clip today from some podcast that I'd never seen before. It was just some random like working out guy. I think it's called like Iron Sights podcast or something like that.
Yeah.
And it was a guy talking about how he owned gyms, like kind of box gyms for like 10 years. And 4 people died in them. And it was always men.
That's a good gym.
Yeah.
4 people died.
It was always men, and it was always like older men and like heart failure stuff, like heart attack stuff. He was like 3 of them in spin class and then 1 of them on the treadmill. And then just being like, you have to take care of your... He's like, and they were all people who I would say are very in shape.
Were they vaxxed?
Dude, so literally, this is what I'm getting to. This is the comment. Where like they're talking about it, he's like, and these are all people who would be at the gym at a minute before we open, and if we didn't open at 5 or 6, they'd be pounding on the door.
Damn.
He's like, they were very in shape, especially for their age, but they didn't take care of themselves, and that's what's also important. And then someone was like, probably because of the vax, and then the guy whose podcast it was like, this was all before the vax, but you should be careful with stuff like that. Like just being like, you gotta fucking put it in there.
Yeah, I had to put it in.
Always gotta fucking put it in there. And he's probably telling stories that happened fucking 15 years ago.
Sure.
And then someone's like, yeah, but are they vaxxed?
Mm-hmm.
That's a good question.
I heard JFK vaxxed.
Yeah. Dude.
That's why his head blew up.
That's why it happened.
9/11. Everyone on the
Everyone
buildings
was
vaxxed.
Vaxxed.
Dude, the Titanic. Vaxxed.
All vaxxed.
Lincoln, not vaxxed.
Not vaxxed. Interesting.
Surprising.
Outlier.
That's why he lived for like 6 hours after.
Yeah. The iceberg was made by Moderna.
The meteor that crashed and killed all the dinosaurs.
Mhm.
Yeah.
That was the
Johnson,
vaccine.
That's Johnson & Johnson.
Johnson. One hit.
Well, I was part of that bit.
No,
you can't flip me off.
Yeah, I'm flipping you off because you got the Johnson & Johnson.
Oh, I did get the Johnson & Johnson.
Yeah, you would get 2 Johnsons. You fucking...
I was airtight with those vaccines.
He DP'd the V.
I'm clogged up. I got my Johnson & Johnson at the Eiffel Tower.
Yeah, you guys got all mRNA. I got the normal vaccine. Old school. Classic.
The one that doesn't work.
The one that doesn't work. Literally.
Regular.
The one that gives you autism.
The one that...
Dude,
I've told this before. I don't know if you know this. My mom lost my vaccination records when I was a baby, so I had to get revaccinated. So I have twice all the mercury and fucked up vaccines.
So you're way more fucked than we are. You have so many more vaccines than I do.
I'm twice as autistic as I should have been.
Wow.
You could have been regular.
What do you guys? How do you guys feeling about RFK right now?
I don't know anything about him, and I don't give a shit.
What about you?
I think it's funny if he dies, but I don't care about it. I think.
That would be funny.
Yeah.
Because it'd be like, oh yeah, of course, Hillary Clinton killed RFK.
Yeah.
The CIA.
I think it's funny that he fucks Cheryl Hines.
Dude, so funny.
That's what's really funny. Yeah.
She's so fucking sexy.
I don't think so, but I think
What?
I think she looks like a weird horse.
Your tiebreaker.
I'm on the fence.
You're on the fence about Cheryl Hines?
Yeah, I'm not.
Oh my
She
God.
would be 9,000th on the list of people I would jack off to.
No,
I would jack off to a bunch of cashiers I saw on the way back from DC before I jack up to Cheryl Hines. But I don't think she's a dog.
That's not fair.
Gas
station cashiers.
Yeah, well,
Those
of
are the
course.
sexiest.
Well, because there's nothing that makes me more rock hard than a good work ethic.
That's true.
I can only jack off to employed
Hold
women.
on, let me pull up a picture.
And sex
Cheryl
work.
Hines.
And for the record, sex work is not work.
It's not. I love having sex. It's not work. It's art when I do it. All right, I just typed in Cheryl Hines images. We're going to go with first image. Oh, that's a bad image.
Yeah, see, that's the thing.
Oh my God.
No,
She's kind of
looks. She has no lips.
She's kind of a.
Oh my god, that second image though.
No. See, this
I
is
am-
because you're from Utah.
Exactly. I do love Mormon women.
Yeah. There's nothing
I
for me.
I like
Oh my god, she's
some
so
kind.
fucking
I like when a
sexy.
woman looks some kind of ethnicity. Like you can look at him and tell.
Dog is an ethnicity.
Yeah. But no,
Dude,
I
she
go
would fuck a
because
dog.
it's like here's
And
the
I hope
thing.
it's me.
Yeah.
It's that Japanese guy.
I see a woman.
Japanese guy with a dog suit.
Yeah, dude, he's stealing valor from my favorite guy, the man who lives as a dog, the guy in the rubber
Oh,
suit.
they're pointing at me. I'm like, what the
No,
fuck did I
I'm
do?
saying that guy that you brought up, the man who lives as a dog.
I love that he
in the
chose
rubber
Dalmatian.
suit. Yeah. That's
think
one of my
it's so
favorite
funny he
pictures. That's
chose
one of my favorite pictures of all time.
Dalmatian.
Have I showed you
And
that?
he's got a wife, dude. He's got a
no,
wife.
that's his ex-fiance in that picture.
Okay.
Ex-fiance is crazy.
The fact that you do the picture is hilarious.
That's what's so funny about it, and it's in like the telegram. And
Fuck, what do you need me to do?
man?
So
Why? We broke up.
So anyone who doesn't know, there was a Japanese guy who went viral recently because he spent like what $40,000 building $20,000 building a dog costume.
Yeah, a border collie.
and so he's just like
the most fuckable dog.
the news is just like, so you dress up as a dog and the dog is just sitting there. He's like, it's a man in a dog costume. I say 80% passable for a dog.
It's pretty passable. Yeah.
It's like, yeah, I guess it looks like a man in a dog costume.
Dude, this is literally. I'm not joking. I love photography. You know how deep I love photography. This is in my top. This is on my Mount Rushmore of photographs.
Wow.
I swear to
Will you
God.
send me that photo so I can post it right now?
I'll send it to you. Yeah, I'm gonna show
put
it
it
to you
on
because I
screen.
have it because you haven't seen it. Okay, I'm texting it to you.
This
Share.
photo's great.
Wait, just show me on your phone.
I'm gonna show you. Okay,
Yeah,
I'm sending it
show
to you.
both.
I'm sending it to you right now so you have it.
I'm gonna look at it on my phone.
I'm so excited. And people are looking at it right now.
Dude. Yeah.
Oh, that's what
It's so many emotions in one photo.
I don't like that.
Yeah.
I don't like her.
But it's reality. And we have to face it.
Yeah, it's
no,
true.
I don't
That's-
have to face it.
You
I
do
can
have to
shame
face
it.
You can shame it, but you have to face it.
You don't have to face anything.
Okay. That's true, I guess.
Watch this.
But yeah, it's from The Guardian.
Try to make me face that photo.
Wow.
I turned away.
Diego, you gotta do.
Nope.
This is taking too long to find.
Yeah,
Nope.
damn it.
I was looking at this picture of Judy Greer, the woman who with the shows her tits in
Yeah.
Arrested Development.
Oh my god, she's so hot too.
Judy Greer's hot.
We've been talking about tons of sexy white.
Sexy white women.
They're the hottest mid women.
Yeah.
They're not sexy, but they are. And everyone,
and when you mean white, you mean like blonde.
I mean mid. And people are going to be mad, and I don't care about your opinions right now. I'm saying...
you think mid white women are the hottest mid women?
No, I think they can be. Cheryl Hines...
What's the stance then, brother?
Cheryl Hines is a mid woman who's excelled beyond mid. What's the woman in Bowfinger? I forgot.
Heather Graham?
Heather Graham is one of the hottest women I've ever
Heather Graham's a
Heather Graham was born to be mid, but excelled beyond that. You can see in her DNA she was born to be mid.
No, Lana Del Rey was born to be mid.
There you go.
Yes, but
And
she also excelled it. You know what I mean?
For a bit. I'm saying Heather Graham. I don't know. Who's hotter to me? Peak Lana Del Rey or peak Heather Graham?
But I'm
Heather
saying you
I
could
don't
see
know.
how
No.
if everything didn't work out in their life, they would just be
Yeah.
Even, but like they are unbelievably sexy and hot.
Because they also are talented.
But they're talented and they've done everything. They've made all the right moves and
Yeah.
everything's gone right. And so you are gifted. You are gifted what you are in life. But you can sometimes flip off God and be like,
Yeah.
I'm destined for greater things.
Making all the right moves. Maybe I forgot about this story until the way that you said it. So there was I started comedy on long. This has nothing to do with anything we were talking
Cheryl
about, by
Hines
the way.
is so fucking hot.
But we were.
Heather Graham is so hot.
Yes.
Lana Del Rey is so hot.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Judy Greer too.
Judy Greer is so hot.
But when I moved from Long Island to the city to do comedy,
Dog. The dog is so hot. Sorry.
The dog with a Japanese man inside of it.
most dogs have a Japanese man inside of them. You know?
Absolutely.
Fucking perverts.
Bunch of perverts. Filthy fucks.
The men are perverts.
The men are perverts. The women are beautiful, perfect angels with blurred vaginas.
I think it's safe to say every Japanese man is a pervert.
I'll stand by that.
I think 90% of Indian men are perverts, and 100% of Japanese men
You
are
just
perverts.
keep going that direction. That's where perversion.
Yeah. 50% of men in America are perverts, and then the further you go east,
60 in Europe,
60 in England.
70,
Earlier
yeah.
the sun
Pakistan
rises.
70, India 80, 90, China. It kind of dips a little, but then Japan 100%.
It only
100%.
dips a little in China because there's so many people there.
There's just so many
Yeah,
people.
yeah,
The numbers
yeah.
can't
Yeah.
sustain that.
Yeah.
Hawaii, actually, 0 perverts there.
No
Yeah.
perverts.
Everyone's like, oh, the
That's
land
the
is so
international pervert line.
It restarts
is
there.
in Oahu. It's whatever side of the island that Dog the Bounty Hunter doesn't live on. That's where it starts.
Long Island.
This story isn't even that funny. But it was this. When I moved to the city, I was doing comedy, whatever, and I started like. I moved here, and then a couple months into me moving here, I had to find an apartment really quick, and I ended up moving in with some comics. You know, some people who had
Awful move.
whatever. I mean, I haven't stopped doing it since then. But it was like a
I hate
couple.
living with comedians.
Yeah. And why is that?
Did you want me to go on the list?
Yeah.
Do you want this to become the Patreon?
No.
No.
I want to finish my story. That isn't even that good. But it was.
We'll make it good.
It was fine. But it was this. So apparently, I found this out. One of the guys that I would like do open mics with all the time, he called because this sounds like it's name dropping. It is a little bit, I guess, because I kind of started with Tim Dillon.
Bill Cosby.
Yeah,
You did
it was
open
Bill-
mics with.
Yeah, I did open mics with Bill Cosby in the 70s.
You did open mics with Tim Dillon?
Yeah, he's a couple years ahead of me, but
Yeah.
like he was still living on Long Island when I started.
Because didn't he live with JF?
Yeah, so
Other
I remember.
notable guest of Cowboy Boys?
I remember I went to Tim Dillon's Caroline's Breakout show, and afterwards we went back to that apartment that he shared with JF.
Well, that's funny.
Yeah. And
I can't wait for one of you guys to blow up kind of like Shayne and then be like, wow, I was also roommates with Mac.
yeah. Dude, I say it on record all the time that I think you're the funniest person who lives in the house.
Wow, thank you.
Yeah.
I also
don't think you
so.
do anything with it.
No,
I think you're wasting it, but I think you're the funniest person who lives in the house.
I'm the funniest and laziest.
Yeah.
It's a curse.
I think it's you, and then it's Chuck, and then the rest of
No.
us are fighting for the bottom.
Well, dude, Chuck, I was cooking food the other day and he threw up while I was cooking food. I was so mad at him.
Yeah, because here's the thing. He only does this stuff to you because you abuse him.
Dude, he threw up right where
Yeah.
I'm cooking on the stove and I turn around and Chuck's just like, blah. I'm like, you fucking
Here's the thing.
cat.
That's funny.
It is funny.
That's really funny. But so this guy, I almost said his name.
Say his name.
But his name's Mo. He calls Tim Dillon. He has this funny voice, and he goes, "Mike Abrusci moved to the city. He's making all the right moves, making all the right friends." And then Tim was just like, "Yeah, I don't know, man. You just moved to the city to do open mics." And I'm like, "Yeah."
Do you still have Tim's number?
No,
Let's call him right now.
I don't think I ever had Tim.
Call him.
I don't think I ever had Tim's number. I would just see him in public.
Let's call JF right now and
Yeah.
get Tim's number from him.
I might have 4 phone numbers ago.
Oh.
But I'm not like getting invited to his fucking barbecues or anything like that.
He's an Illuminati night now.
Yeah.
He's been compromised.
I don't know, that's fine.
He's no longer invited on InfoWars.
Yeah.
I would still be allowed to be on InfoWars. Tim Dillon, he's too far into Hollywood. He's been, who knows what he's seen.
Yeah. Who knows what he's seen?
Who knows,
Boys'
maybe.
asses.
I like that both of you are on your phone in the
Yeah.
last 2 minutes
We
of
did
the
it.
podcast. Thank
I'm
you.
sorry. We just did a podcast before this. I'm a little burnt out.
You feel burnt out. I did a solo podcast by myself
Dude,
Oh my god.
for 2 hours.
Wow.
why did you make it 2 hours?
That's just how long it took.
Okay.
And so basically, when you do a podcast together, if it's an hour long, that's both of you putting in 30 minutes of work.
That's not true. He puts in 50 minutes.
Yeah, I put in a lot more work than he does.
You think you do 10 minutes?
in dominating the conversation wise.
Yeah.
So all you guys be like, "Oh, it's hard podcasting." I'm like, "No way, this shit's easy."
You
If I
keep
drinking,
forgetting.
if I keep drinking, I can do another 2 hours.
And you keep forgetting that I have a job.
You working tomorrow morning?
Yeah.
What time?
9.
12 hours from now?
I'm not saying it's late. I'm just saying I'm a little tired.
What's your excuse?
He just went
Oh, I
bust.
don't care about this podcast.
That's fair. That's why it shows. It's more funny.
Yeah.
And you got your $5. He got your $5, but that was a fluke.
You could do it again. Your life depended on it.
You're gonna make me laugh for another $5.
You go into gambling debt, me making you laugh.
Do you remember that?
$5, you can't make me laugh.
Fuck.
God damn it, I loved you. It's so fucking funny. Bleeding me dry.
You remember the Comedy Central version of that show, Make Me Laugh?
No.
It wasn't a Comedy Central show?
It was like a show in like the 50s.
Oh, I used to watch the
Originally.
Comedy Central version. Yeah,
Yes. So then it was a comedy. It was a show where there'd be someone sitting in a chair, and there'd be all these comics kind of like rapid firing bits at them.
Yeah, they each
And
get
I-
like 30 seconds.
And I watched. Were we watching it? Did we try to watch it during the pandemic or something?
Yeah.
And it was like seriously some of the most unfunny, like
Worst
hack
shit.
material I've ever seen in my entire
Did
life.
people laugh?
Sometimes.
In my Instagram grid, there's video of that of it being so bad. I remember posting it.
Oh God, yeah.
It's really, really bad.
I'd be a perfect person to sit and have jokes thrown at
You
me.
really would.
Because I'd be like, this, nothing.
Yeah.
You gotta be funny.
You gotta make me laugh.
There's someone who's really funny. I remember did it like I think they did it as a live show somewhere in the 90s.
Jimmy Pardo?
No, I think it
He's
was-
old.
Like Todd Glass or somebody.
I think Todd Glass. Yeah.
There's like somebody like whose comedy I like did it.
Yeah, did
and
it.
I,
It was
and I
really
remember
funny.
watching them and they'd be like, okay, they're funny. But yeah, it was seriously seemed like a lot of like fucking D-level road dogs.
Oof.
This
Yeah.
is the last minute of the podcast.
Yeah.
So this is where only the most autistic fans are listening. I was gonna say, who do you think is the most underrated comedian? I say Jimmy Pardo.
Of all time?
Of just underrated living comic right now.
Jimmy Pardo.
Jimmy Pardo is so funny.
I still
and
think Eddie's underrated.
Eddie Murphy.
Eddie Pepitone, but yeah.
Oh,
Eddie Pepitone, yeah.
Yeah, I think to people to
He's
comics.
He's kind of underground. He's kind of got like underground clout.
Yeah.
Yeah,
where
yeah, but
Jimmy
he's-
Pardo has no fans. he has no fan
No,
base.
all of his fans look exactly like him.
40% of his fan base is in this apartment.
Yeah.
Dude, the other, his main fan is the owner of Wise Guys,
Yeah,
Keith
yeah, yeah.
Stubbs.
Yeah.
Who's the only guy booking him?
Yeah.
I mean, I don't think he's like, I think underrated is an interesting thing because I mean, I'm kind of a fanboy, but I do think Kyle Kinane is underrated for how good every one of his specials and albums has been good and the amount of influence he had on a generation of comics.
Influence.
There were so many fake Kyle Kinanes
Oh.
running around for a long time.
Made of licorice and sadness.
Yeah.
It's just this
There's
whole-
literally a sketch
Oh.
about
Yeah.
people ripping him off.
Interesting. Yeah, because Kyle Kinane I've always seen him as like, you've read the dictionary and you actually understand what the words you're using.
Yes.
Where I can tell when other people are like trying to they're like, oh, you opened a thesaurus.
Yes.
Yeah.
And you're faking it.
Yeah.
Kyle Kinane, I'm like, that guy's actually a nerd.
Yeah, I think that for how consistently good he is, how interesting his writing is, how influential his stuff has been on other comics, I think he is underrated. Like I watched an episode. He was on Andrew Santino's podcast like last week, and I saw that, and I was like, okay, they're both Chicago guys. This could be interesting, and I think it was because I think Kinane's not as like, I don't know, kind of like calmed Santino down a little bit, and it was there. All these comments were being like, this guy's so underrated, blah blah, blah, and just being like, that's crazy that people think that. Like,
Yeah.
all these people being like, oh, I never heard of this guy before.
I mean, you've heard him. He's the voice of Comedy Central for
Yeah, but I was like, I'm gonna watch this guy's specials now because this was a good episode,
Yeah.
kind of thing. And I'm like, dude, he's been a headliner for
Decade.
decade plus.
Kyle Kinane, Jimmy Pardo,
Eddie Pepitone.
Eddie Pepitone.
Yeah,
those
Eddie.
are 3 comics you need to check out.
God,
Also-
dude,
3 white guys.
we need to email Jimmy Pardo
Yeah.
to get
Right
there's-
now.
There's this show that
I don't think he has an email.
whatever. I need to write
I
a
think you have to write-
handwritten letter to Jimmy Pardo.
Hey,
think
Jimmy, you fuck.
I don't think he has a letter. You have to send a telegram to Jimmy
Yeah.
Pardo.
But there was a show on Nerdist called Right Now with Jimmy Pardo that he hosted.
Yeah.
That's so fucking funny and it's nowhere. It's gone. You can't even Google it and find what it was.
As good as I am at BitTorrent and Dark Web and Tor and all that, I cannot find the show. If you have any leads
Yeah.
to that show,
I'm gonna.
WRITE.
Mike will,
right now.
if you can give us a lead to that
I
show,
swear to God,
Mike will follow you. Diego will follow you. I'll follow you.
I swear to God, if you
I'll-
can find it, I'll give you money.
Yeah.
That's how much I want it.
I'll-
I'll give you money.
I'll have Shayne retweet your shit.
Yeah.
We want that show.
It's so important to me to have this.
But I don't think it exists.
Yeah, I'm just gonna have to email him or something.
Anyways, that's been the podcast.
Yeah.
Bye, everybody.
Thank you so much. Subscribe to A Little Time Podcast on Patreon. Give it, rate and review them.
Rate, baby.
Go into iTunes and be like, "Hey, I heard A Little Time Podcast on Cowboy Boys. 5 stars. I love them."
Big Dick Warriors for Christ.
You have a YouTube, right?
Yeah, YouTube is Diego Lopez.
Diego Lopez. Comment Cowboy Boys on every single.
I dare you.
Yeah.
every single
I
Little Time
fucking
podcast.
dare you.
We need that engagement to hack the algorithm.
Oh!
Follow Diego Lopez on his new Twitter
Twitter.
account because he got banned.
Yeah, follow
Which
my
is-
Instagram. I don't fucking Twitter.
I respect you so much for getting banned on
Thank
Twitter.
you so much.
Naya Lift. This Diego Lopez on
This
Instagram.
Diego Lopez on Instagram. Watch No Violence.
And you're just Mike
I'm
Abrusci.
at Mike Abrusci everywhere.
Mike Abrusci everywhere. Do you have a website? You need a website.
Mike Abrusci. I have MikeAbrusci.com, but it sucks.
Dude, we're
But
gonna,
it's there.
We're going to pump that up. Thank you so much for listening to a normal episode where I'm a little bit buzzed. I didn't get drunk. I should have gotten more drunk.
You should have got more drunk.
But I didn't have a Four Loko. I should have pre-gamed with a Four Loko.
yeah.
Anyways, watch Bowfinger. Subscribe to the pod. Do everything. Yeehaw.
Bye.